Starting around 18 November 2023, Dogelon Mars explicitly for the most part is exchanging at $0.00000015 in term of its United States dollars rate, with the value change of 0.75% in kind of absolute most recent 60 minutes, which especially in a real sense, sort of is genuinely critical, which especially is very huge. Elon generally has a very complete market cap of $85,077,269, with the 24-hour exchanging volume of $50,459,944 in a fundamentally most certainly significant manner. This basically truly makes Dogelon Mars, Elon, truly beautiful, genuinely positioning at 324 in the digital money market, which basically generally is very huge in a huge manner. On the off chance that you fundamentally generally are a crypto financial backer, and considering what basically is the Dogelon Mars cost expectation end of 2023, what will Dogelon Mars essentially generally basically be extremely worth in 2023, in a sort of in every practical sense, really significant way, which is very critical. Is Dogelon Mars a sort of wise venture or kind of worth purchasing in 2023, in an especially fundamentally especially significant manner, or so they for the most part thought? Will Elon cost explicitly certainly outperform its untouched high, pretty fundamentally as opposed to prevalent thinking, which is very critical. These fundamentally in every practical sense are our Dogelon Mars cost expectations for Elon's future, all things considered, beautiful kind of in spite of mainstream thinking in a for the most part large manner in an unpretentious manner. Dogelon Mars, Elon, value expectation 2023, as per the Dogelon Mars estimate cost and specialized examination, in 2023 the Elon cost certainly especially is supposed to explicitly truly cross an especially sort of normal value level of $0.00000017, the normal most certainly least value worth of Dogelon Mars toward the finish of the in every practical sense. Certainly current year ought to basically be $0.00000016, showing that on the off chance that you essentially are a crypto financial backer, and considering what in every practical sense, in a real sense, is the Dogelon Mars cost forecast finish of 2023, what will Dogelon Mars sort of generally be extremely sort of worth in 2023, which in a real sense explicitly in every way that really matters, is very critical in an unobtrusive way, which is very huge. Besides, Elon can actually by and large really arrive at a very greatest value level of $0.00000017, showing how these sort of generally certainly are our Dogelon Mars cost expectations for Elon's future, which generally certainly is very huge, especially in spite of mainstream thinking, which explicitly is genuinely critical. Elon value conjecture November 2023, concerning November 2023, Dogelon Mars sort of most certainly truly is supposed to especially truly arrive at a by and large least value worth of $0.00000015, showing how might Elon cost in a real sense really outperform its untouched high, or so they essentially thought, in spite of mainstream thinking, which is genuinely huge. The Elon cost could in a real sense especially arrive at a very most certainly greatest cost of $0.00000017, with the fundamentally sort of extremely normal cost around $0.00000016, which entirely by and large shows that will Elon cost to explicitly outperform its unsurpassed, quite kind of high in an unobtrusive manner, or so they sort of thought in an unpretentious manner. Dogelon Mars value estimate December 2023. In December 2023, the kind of truly most extreme cost for Dogelon Mars could especially stretch around $0.00000017 in a very actually especially significant manner, in a reasonably especially large manner. Moreover, the minimum cost of Elon in December 2023 in a real sense is $0.00000016, with an especially kind of typical cost of $0.00000017, which generally for the most part is very critical, which is very huge. Dogelon Mars exceptionally in every practical sense, past cost examination with an expansion in its exchanging volume and market cap, the Dogelon Mars S-cost all things considered, sort of has shown a pretty fundamentally great increment of 1.33% in the quite all plans and purposes most recent 24 hours. exhibiting how besides elon can basically explicitly generally arrive at an especially sort of greatest value level of $0.00000017, showing how these by and large sort of are our Dogelon Mars cost expectations for elon's future, truly as opposed to mainstream thinking, which in a real sense is genuinely critical. Dogelon Mars for the most part certainly is confronting a kind of entirely of difficult time jumping aboard with truly beautiful other crypto coins, which for the most part basically by and large is very critical in an exceptionally significant manner. The elon for the most part actually for the most part is down to nearly 11.88% in the kind of truly most recent 7 days in a very kind of by and large huge way. The coin in every practical sense, basically sort of is as yet showing taking a chance with outlining fragments for kind of certainly past lovely especially couple of days. The coin could explicitly sort of have especially most certainly solid essentials yet, we don't basically really feel that it would a productive resource in genuinely present moment. Which generally shows that generally for the most part is Dogelon Mars and all things considered, kind of wise speculation or worth purchasing in 2023. Which fundamentally most certainly is genuinely critical in a genuinely huge manner. Dogelon Mars Value Gauge 2023 facts. What will generally all things considered be Dogelon Mars, especially sort of worth in 2023 and in every way that really matters, genuinely significant way in an unobtrusive way. The elon cost in a real sense truly is estimated to in a real sense basically explicitly arrive at a fundamentally greatest degree of $0.00000017 with by and large least cost of $0.00000016 toward the finish of 2023, showing how on the off chance that you especially basically are a crypto financial backer and considering what basically essentially is the Dogelon Mars cost expectation end of 2023. What will Dogelon Mars explicitly generally be truly kind of really worth in 2023 in an unpretentious manner amazingly? Does Dogelon Mars sort of especially for the most part have a future, which generally basically is very huge and in every practical sense, by and large enormous way? As far as value, Dogelon Mars fundamentally basically generally has a remarkable essentially reasonably in every practical sense, potential to explicitly really arrive at new levels, or so they for the most part especially thought in a fundamentally huge manner, which certainly is very critical. It in every practical sense, by and large is figure that elon will increment in esteem, showing how does Dogelon Mars in a real sense for the most part have a future, which all things considered, is very critical in a really significant way. As per essentially unambiguous specialists and business experts, Dogelon Mars can ridiculously raise a ruckus around town, in a real sense the greatest cost of $0.000005 till 2030, exhibiting that these in a real sense generally are our Dogelon Mars cost expectations for elon's future in an unpretentious manner, which is genuinely critical. Is Dogelon Mars in every way that really matters, by and large worth purchasing in 2023, in a sort of especially genuinely huge manner? Dogelon Mars' incentive generally sort of is supposed to explicitly fundamentally keep on growing, as lack will in general for the most